Uh, Topic of my lecture is character building. I am Dr. Taiba Shaheen, Associate Professor in Department of Bioinformatics and Biotechnology, Government College University, Faisalabad. And now, what is the character? Different people have defined the character in different ways. Berkowitz says character is made up of those personal characteristics that lead a person to do the right thing in a given situation as opposed to not doing the right thing. While Ryan and Bohlin, they define good character as knowing the good, loving the good, and doing the good. And Willey suggested that character is a reliable inner disposition to act in a morally good way, having qualities such as honesty and integrity. So, overall, we can say the inherent complex of attributes that determines a person's moral and ethical actions and reactions is called character. So, what are the characteristics of a good character? There are many different characteristics like honesty, respect, integrity, fairness, responsibility, trustworthiness, loyalty, confidence, courage, competency, inspiration, unselfishness, citizenship, and care. These are components of a good character. So, what is the trustworthiness? Out of these characteristics, 6 are the major pillars of the character, and they are very important for the building a good character. First one is the trustworthiness. Trustworthiness means that students have to build trust and credibility with their peers by knowing, um, by being honest, by being sincere, and by keeping their promises. And the second pillar of the character is respect, that we should treat others the way that they would like to be treated. And this pillar, it emphasizes the need to be accepting of others and tolerant of their differences, because there may be differences with others, but we have to tolerate and we have to respect their opinion. And it also includes being courteous and acting in a civil, non-violent manner. So these all things, they will constitute the respect. And the other pillar is responsibility. Responsibility encourages us to think for ourselves and act independently. So we should be responsible for our all deeds and for all our decisions. We also we must also be held accountable for our words and actions, and we should also be proactive, persistent, and hardworking in our duties. This will make us a responsible person. The next pillar is the fairness. Fairness, it encourages students and individuals to treat all people equally. So we should not discriminate between the people on any basis. So we should play by rules, and overall, we should pursue justice over injustice. And next pillar is the care, that we should be caring to the others. It encourages us to be kind, compassionate, empathic, forgiving, and grateful to others. And the next most important thing is the citizenship, being a responsible citizen. This pillar instructs us to obey laws, help other citizens, volunteer, and protect the environment, and participate in the political actions of society, such as voting. Now, if we go into the detail of what is the kindness, the people who score high in this scale, they are courteous, they are considerate, they are helpful and understanding of other people. So if we have to build our good character, we should be kind to others. And the kind people show compassion and generosity towards others. They treat others as they would like to be treated. And they are sensitive to the feelings of others, and they give of their time and money to help people in need. Now, what is the integrity? The people who are good in integrity and they are scoring high in this scale, they are trustworthy and truthful in all that they do. They behave honorably and justly in that they keep their promises. They always try to do what is right. Even under difficult circumstances, they can face difficult situation, but they try to do what is right. And they are honest and they do not lie. They do not cheat others and steal anything from others. Now, what is citizenship? The people who are scoring high on this scale, they are law-abiding. Whatever laws our society have, we should follow them. What our laws our institute has, we have to follow that and try to make the world a better place. They are involved in service to their institutes, their community, and their country. And good citizens, they are good friends and they are good neighbors. They are responsible for what happens around them and do their part for the common good of society. They follow the rules and they take an interest in the world around them. The next very important component is determination. People scoring high on this scale, they continue to pursue worthy goals regardless of difficulties they might encounter. They follow their dreams. They are determined to follow their dreams, even in the face of opposition or discouragement from other people. Even the situation is hard and they have no support from others, but they try to follow their dreams. They have the patience and strength to try again when confronted with failure or mistakes. They are very self-disciplined and they always try to do their best. Responsibility. The people who are responsible and who are scoring high on this scale, they are dependable. We can depend on them, we can trust on them, and they fulfill tasks with reliability and commitment. They are consistent in their words and their actions, and they think before they act and always imagine the consequences of their action. What are they doing? What will be the consequence of that action? They are always thinking about that. So it makes them responsible. They are responsible for their mistakes and rarely make excuses or blames to other people's. Now, respect. People who are scoring high score on this scale, they have high regard for authorities, other people and themselves, and society in general. They understand that all people have values. They respect differences in other people and do not judge people prematurely. They treat people with dignity and courtesy, and they do not embarrass, insult, or hurt others. Now, is character inherited or we can build our own character? So character is a combination of genetic predispositions and environmental influences. Some of the components of the character, they are genetically inherited and some are influenced by environment. So there are different theories of character development. Here I will explain a theory, Piaget's theory. He was a psychologist and he just suggested a theory for moral development because Character is basically dependent on our moral development. How much morally, if we are strong, then we will have a strong character. According to him, development emerges from action, and people construct and reconstruct their knowledge of the world as a result of interaction with the environment. So we can improve our character by interacting with the environment. And he also suggested that people pass through three qualitative different stages of moral reasoning. So, what characteristics of character he explained, and later on, other people explained it. Character is a multifaceted phenomenon. The component of character tend to have their own developmental trajectories. Different components, they have different developmental trajectories, and the people, they all develop at different rates. So different components are being developed at different rates in different people. The developmental consequence of the components of character, they are different in different people. And the components of character develop gradually or in stages over an extended period of time. So why character is important? What is the importance of character? Different people have different opinion of the character, like Abraham Lincoln, who was a great leader. He said that character is like a tree and reputation is like a shadow. The shadow, what we think of it, and the tree is the real thing. So character is the real thing and it should be strong. Then Warren Barnes say that after vision and passion, character is the most basic fundamental competency to be a leader. For a leadership qualities and for living a good life, character is the basic key. So as I told earlier that our character depends upon our moral values. So if we will develop our good moral values, then we will have a good character. So how can we develop our moral values? Stage one is obedience and punishment driven. First of all, we have to make the students or anybody whose character we want to build up his character. We have to make him obedient, and sometimes we have to give him some punishments. So after this stage, this next stage will come when he or she will have a self-driven interest. And the next stage is the good intentions as determined by social consensus. And after that, the stage 4 will come, that authority and social order obedience will cause him or her to act responsibly or to have a good character or moral values. So moral development is influenced by 6 factors. First is family values, then school or institute from which you are getting education or you are getting moral values, and then the peer groups, your company, it depends upon a lot on your company, then society and culture, in which society you are living, what are the values of the society and the culture, what is your age, it also influence your moral values, and what is your sex, either you are a female or male. There may be some differences in the moral values of both sexes. Now, character formation ways. What are the character formation ways? How can we build our character? First of all, follow ethical and moral values of your society, of your religion, of your institute. You have to follow ethical and moral values. Now, help others with no expectation. If you are helping anybody, you should not expect the reward from him or her. And opt for challenging jobs. Avoid saying negative words. Always try to be positive about your life. Avoid falling prey to obsessing desires. You may have some desires, but you should not be obsessed about them. Face challenges without stepping back. stay strong and face any challenges in your life. Build personal values of cooperation, courage, friendship, productivity, courtesy, respect, patience, compassion, etc. So draw inspiration from others. We may have many role models in our life, and we should have inspiration from them so that we may have courage to live our life and we may have courage to um, face the challenges of our life. Now, according to Campbell and Bond, uh, proposed following factors in moral development. They proposed these factors in moral development. First of all is heredity. What we are inheriting from our parents. It makes sense that we inherit some moral and some character values from our parents. And after that, early childhood experience, how did was the our childhood and in which circumstances we were growing. Then modeling by adults, how our adults, our parents and our grandparents and our society, they told us how to behave. Then our peer influences, our society, our company, it is influencing our behavior and our attitude and our character. Then physical and social environment, and then communication media. Our media is also playing a lot of role in character building of our society. And then what is taught in our schools or in our institutes, educational institutes. And then specific situational behavior. It is also very important that in a particular situation, how do we behave? Now, for building good character in students, what are the main points which we can focus? So, for encouraging good role models, we should give them some role models so that they can follow them and they can build a positive character in them following those role models. Make an effort to point out positive character role models in history, literature, science, and the art, and as well in our religion. We can give them some good role models. And deliberately, we can teach about people so our students can emulate them, they can copy them, they can try to follow them. And we can ask students to describe, assess, and match the traits and behavior of those people who have commendable characters. So we can tell them fiction stories and we can tell them their real stories of our real heroes so that they can follow, they can have a role model to which they can follow. And we can also give them some dramatic actions, and we can ask them to dramatize some of the story elements or change them to allow a character to make better choices. We can talk about the behavior of current world leaders, sports figures, and celebrities as well. So ask students if a person's words match their actions. So we can discuss with them that how life is improved with good character traits. We can insist them on respect. We can tell him and insist them that they should respect others. And also about their self-respect. So self-respect and respect for others are the basis of all other positive character traits. Then negativity and abuse of any kind should not be tolerated and met with appropriate consequences. And we should create anti-bullying campaigns and extol the virtues of treating all classmates with respect and dignity. So we should build a caring community. We should develop a caring attitude among the students. A caring attitude can be encouraged by having a zero tolerance policy on name calling and character assaults or bullying. So we should make sure that all students are included in activities, and we should describe the random acts of kindness concept and reward students when they demonstrate it. Volunteerism. We highlight the virtues and importance of volunteerism. And we should allow students to read or tutor younger children. It will develop a volunteerism in them. And they should assist in computer labs. They can help at a local food bank. They can assist with reading comprehension and provide support for students recovering from an illness or injury. So we should make them supportive for others. And they can collect donations for a birthday cause. It will also build good character values in them. So how the character can be in action? Throughout the academic year, we can challenge the students to create class projects that can benefit the school or community, that can benefit their institute. So work with students to plan the steps necessary and enlist parental and community support, ask for sponsors or donations as needed. So these are the few suggestions to build character in institutes and students. However, there are actually endless opportunities to do so throughout the academic year. So we can use our imagination, and the sky is the limit. We can do a lot to build the character of our students, and which is the need of the day. Because we are losing our moral values and character values with the passage of time. Now, why character matters? Why we have emphasized on character building? Because character is so important if we look around. Good character is the key to self-respect. It is a key to earning the respect of others, to positive relationship, to a sense of fulfillment, to achieve achievements you can be proud of, to a happy marriage ahead, to success in every area of life. So character is the basic key to these all things which make your life good. So what we can do, we can interview the people who have lived most of their lives, and we can ask them, when they look back, what are they proud of? What give them fulfillment? What would do differently if they would live their lives over? So we will feel it that character is the most important thing which can make our life better. So next very important point is that nobody else can build our character. We have to build our character for our own. So nobody can build our character. Parents and teachers, they cannot build our character. Uh, they can advise us, but we have to build our character, our own character. We have to build it. So they can teach us, they can teach you right from wrong. They can provide a good example, set and enforce rules, and encourage you to be the best person you can be. But they can't reach inside you and build your character. So character building is your own responsibility. You have to do that. Character building is an inside job. It's a personal responsibility, one that lasts a lifetime. Everybody's character, yours and mine, is a work in progress. So how we create our character? We can create our character by making good choices. So we create our character by the choices we make. Good choices create good habits and good character, and bad choices create bad habits and bad character. So how can we persuade young people that they are making good choices all the time, choices that affect the habits they are forming and the kind of people they are becoming. So every time when we are making a choice, we are making a habit for us, and it is making us a kind of person what we are going to be. So this is all for the character building. There are some suggestions and some opinions which we can follow to build characters in students and to build our own characters.